Hey you guys, it's me, Michelle Crisanti, Rock Reiki, reporting from the front lines of the cannabis industry where I have just come through CBD certification training. And I wanted to hop on and share with you what is going on, what I learned a little bit about what I learned because the information was vast, but I want to start disseminating. I want to start, helping you guys with this. So let's talk. My healing work, my energy work is all about helping you relax, helping you find ways to feel good in your body, helping you find the exercise that's right for you, the food that's right for you, the, medications that are right for you, if that's a necessary thing, the cannabis and the THC CBD combination that's right for you. I have been building my practice for years and years and years. And if I've learned one thing about the healing practice, it is that it's not a straight line at all. And that sometimes you're learning things over here that are going to come in handy later. And that sometimes you got to go back over here and pick up some more things and over here and then weave those together and integrate. And for the last month or so, I have definitely been integrating a bunch of new information. So, so excited to be bringing this to you. I can't even tell you. um, I did not set out to be a part of the cannabis revolution. I guess I've always been a little bit on the front edge of the cannabis revolution, being a deadhead and user of cannabis and cannabis products for several years. In particular use it to help me with anxiety, to help me relax, to help peel me off the ceiling, to help me put me into creative space, to get me out of my own head and my own way, to help me stop long enough to get some things done. It helps me focus. It helps me to dream. And that is something that is very powerful. Um, I come from a background where I have a bipolar mother, I have a bipolar father, I have people in my life. My upbringing ran the gamut from alcoholics, you know, bipolar craziness, you name it. And I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of good things with pharmaceuticals. When mom was off her meds, woo! But sometimes when mom was on her meds, it was worse because she felt like crap. Um, Sometimes the meds work, sometimes they don't, sometimes you need a little bit in between. Each one of us has our own way of dealing with what's going on in our lives. If a Xanax works for you, then for God's sake, take a Xanax. If, a Claritin clears up your seasonal allergies, then take it. But if you need alternative ways to feel better without dosing yourself out, I can help. um, my day job at the dispensary puts me on the front lines of this whole industry, and it is a magical place to be. There are so many things going on within it that I'm just like literally mind blown every day. I'm like, that does what? Or I hear a story about, the little girls, the seizures, this CBD medication is helping them not have seizures, what it's doing for people with Parkinson's, what it's doing for people with pain, have cancer. All of those things are being affected and studied within our world right now. And we need more research. We are not federally funded by any means. And so a lot of the research comes from those of us who are talking to the people, who are using the product, and who are hearing the stories from outside. There is a project that I want to mention, and it is called Habu Health, HABUHEALTH. It's www.habuhealth.com/pilot, where they have you can submit your experience to their organization so they can collect data from people who are using CBD and THC and cannabis products and are, they can put this together so that we can start to make the kind of medications, the kind of tinctures and ointments and natural ways of healing that we need. Our bodies have an endocannabinoid receptor system. Our bodies have been growing up with this plant ever since we got bodies. I mean, we've grown together. Plant medicine is as old as we are, and this particular plant has so many applications. It's just, thank God for this plant. Um, what I learned yesterday, it was we talked a lot about THC, which is, the psychoactive part, and versus CBD, which is the body relaxation part of the plant, how they work together. There is an entourage effect where take one component, it's going to do one thing, one component, it's going to do the other, but mix them together at various ratios, and they will do different things for each person. Experimenting with that is a very personal journey. You really need to be ready to, take some notes, to feel your body, to gather information, to try different options. It's not maybe going to find, you're not necessarily going to find exactly what works the first time, but I guarantee you, if you keep piecing it together, you can find a really sweet spot to live in and a really easy way to manage what it is you've got going on. I'm here to help. So, on that note, dosing. Um, when you think about taking cannabis in any of its forms, whether you're going to smoke it, whether it's flower, whether you're going to dab it, whether it's an extract, where they are taking the concentrating the THC and CBD into an oil that is kind of messy to smoke, but one way to just really get a hardcore dose. Whether you have a pre-roll, whether you have a pipe, whether you have a water bong, whether you have a vape pen, whether you have an ointment, whether you have a tincture. There are just so many ways. When you are learning about it, when you are working with the components and you're trying to understand what exactly works for you, you're going to get a lot of information. You're going to get a lot of advice. There are very many ways. Say I might want an indica because I heard that indica will help me sleep, will help relax me. It also might just plop you right into the couch and you won't get a damn thing done. And if that's what you want, kudos, you can have that. You might try a sativa, which, in general is known to be uplifting and what we call GSD, get shit done. It might have a little more of a stimulating effect, and you may find that, it helps you focus and it helps you get things done. It also might create some anxiety. So CBD thrown in there, CBD can help relax the body. So if you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling like you got a little too high over here, add a little CBD in and drop that energy, drop that anxiety, and get a little more smooth flow going. When you're figuring it out, if you just smoke the leaf, you're going to get a certain dose of THC, but it's not a measurable dose. So there are things like tinctures, like this one from a company called New, where this one in particular is THC straight up. They have one that is a THC CBD 1-to-1, which means there's as much CBD as THC. And then they have a straight CBD tincture as well. This one is made with grapeseed oil. There are other kinds of tinctures that are made with alcohol, which can burn. So people like to put that one maybe in a little tea or something else. There are kombucha-based ones. There are grapeseed. This is grapeseed oil. There are hemp oil, coconut oil, all kinds of different tinctures. And the nice thing about these is like this is about 20 drops, and that is about 20 milliliters, and that is in general a large dose. When I'm starting out using a new product, I'm going to take a small dose and see how it goes. So like here, you see it in the tip of my dropper, I've got just a few drops. And I would put those under my tongue. 1, 2, 3, say. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Tincture, anything under the tongue, is going to cross the blood-brain barrier faster than something that you ingest. So maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a tincture, on a drink, on a beverage. It doesn't have to pass through the whole digestive system. It's going to get pretty good results pretty quickly. If you're not feeling it after, say, a half an hour, try a little bit more. Measure your doses. Write things down. Pay attention to how much you're taking. Did you take THC without CBD? Did you take a little bit of both? What are the ratios? How does it feel? Give yourself some time. Give yourself some space. Give the medicine some time to work. And pay attention. Pay attention to your body. This is my work, helping you pay attention to your body, helping you want to be in your body and pay attention to it because it feels good to be here. You're solid. When you're in your body, things you can get done. Oh my God. So there are also edibles like this one. This one is from a company called Wild, who's killing it in the packaging department. Where are we at? Come here. Hard to see. And this is a 5 milligram edible. It is a little white chocolate, peach white chocolate. Hang on. This one in particular it's blood orange, and it tastes a lot like baby aspirin, to be perfectly honest. Does not taste like marijuana. Looks like it, but Christmas tree. This is 5 milligrams. So first time I took one of these, I ate the 5 milligram candy. I was painting. I kind of kicked around for a half hour or so. Excuse me. And I wasn't noticing a lot of effects after 30 or 40 minutes. So I ate another one, which gave me 10 milligrams of THC in my system. And I was up for a little while longer, and then I decided it was time for bed. I laid down in bed and I realized it was working. I had this body kind of throbbing energy, and that can be scary for people who haven't really experienced it. That is what can give people anxiety when you first start using it and you're like, oh my God, my body was just throbbing and I couldn't stop it. Like once you're in for the ride, you know. But since it was THC, if I wanted to kind of negate the effects a little bit or back that off a bit, I could have taken a little CBD, either tincture or candy or whatever, and help negate those effects, help mellow out that, yeah. In my case, I know the ropes. I laid down. I allowed the wave. I realized, I just tell my body to relax, tell my body that it is, letting go of anything that's no longer serving me. And as each wave goes over me, it's just cleaning and clearing, cleaning and clearing. It works. I sleep like a baby. Well, maybe I don't sleep like a baby because they wake up every few hours. But anyway, I digress. There are, again, many different ways of finding out what is good for you, but it is all up to you. It is about you being able to ask the right questions. It's about you being informed. It's about you and working with a budtender like me or an energy worker like me to, figure it out. Once you found it, help other people figure it out. that is what I'm here for, and I'm grateful to be bringing this information to you. So thank you for watching. I'm going to keep trying to not give you too much information at once, but keep it interesting. So thanks for watching. Share it with your friends if you feel like this is information that some of your friends might be able to use. Subscribe, do all the things. If you want to connect with me about a session and finding out ways to take care of yourself using these products, I'm at your service. Michelle Crisanti, Rock Reiki, walking down the CBD THC pathway, helping you get aligned with your best life. Wow, wow. Thanks for being here.